What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. It is Rewards Day and this is what we played champs for. Juric, which is a terrible card, a really terrible card. Hinter Seer, I don't know where I got Hint Seeker from, just completely made that up, which is a terrible card. Dwight Gale, which isn't a terrible card. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Like, all right? I mean, but, you know, there's probably 100 strikers in the game that are better than him. Huntelaar, terrible. Machis, as an 84 rated, his reactions, composure, and stamina are low. You know, the rest of his card is all right. His agility and balance are brilliant. His acceleration and sprint speed are brilliant. Funes Mori, who obviously is a bit useless. Physicals are real nice. Dribbling is low-end average. Shooting is low-end average. Pace is poor. Cardona looks genuinely terrible. Mason Mount is just nowhere near good enough. Frazier, terrible. Funes Mori, again, the brother, obviously in, terrible. Drakowski, terrible. Pepe Reina, not too bad as far as a Premier League goalkeeper goes. You know, comes in at 6'2", doesn't have the best reactions, but other than that, we'll get 92, 94, 95, 84, 94 and 95 as goalkeeper stats, so not too terrible. Shah obviously is pretty poor. He has a much better card in the game. The Bushi is woeful. And then you get to some cards that are actually a little bit alright. So you get Koulibaly first of all. And Koulibaly is coming in at about 100,000 coins or so. 130 max. And you know, with FUT birthday tomorrow, probably is going to crash in price. The Rafa card, dirt cheap. You know, for an 84 rated, he's got okay stats as well. You know, good pace, good dribbling. Again, reactions and composure on the low end of being rounded, but then his shooting and passing is terrible. You've got Rajan Angolan, who is, in my opinion, looks very good, but look how cheap he is, man. He's coming in at like 200k for a centre mid / CDM that good. Kingsley Coman, another one under 100k, and like the point of why looking at these is because this for me, even though this has got some decent players in it. The point for me is that these players still aren't worth nearly enough to make people that grind this game want to play all 30 games. Pepe 87 is 100k, and I'm sure his 88 is going to be you know, very, very similarly priced. In fact, if I go into FUTBin and have a look at the two cards that had the headliners, Rajan Angolan and One to Watch Pepe, One to Watch Pepe still hasn't been upgraded. And is only 110,000 coins. So the One to Watch Pepe is actually cheaper than the Inform Pepe, which is nuts. I only got Silver 1 in Champs as well, guys, which means I get one player pick. And Rajan Angolan 88 rated card is 420k. It has gone up from yesterday, but I have a feeling it will come back down. But even at 420k, his card is just... is good, but 420k is so cheap. So let's see what we get for our rewards. We're going to get, oh my god, we actually get 87 Pepe for Silver 1. That is brilliant. I know, like, not because he's worth anything, because he's not, but because as an Arsenal fan, that's now another first owned Arsenal player from past and present that we have. It's interesting because we could well be on, you know, in a situation right now where building a full Arsenal first owner squads, past and present, of course, it might be on the cards. I mean, I know we already had Theo Walcott. We might have already had a full first owned Arsenal past and present squad. Let's have a look at what we've got. So we'll start with Arsenal in the first place. Whoops, not Bournemouth. Arsenal in the first place. So we've now got David Luiz, Mesut Ozil, Hector Bellerin, why is it not like doing the thing? Kieran Tierney and Pepe. That's our first start with Arsenal past and present. And that is not a bad start either. I have packed and since sold Jens Lehmann, which sucks. Obviously, we've got some icons from the Arsenal setup. That's crazy. Like, that's genuinely crazy. How many times have I packed Arsenal players this year? We've got Thierry Henry, but only has one loan left. Dennis Bergkamp, this Dennis Bergkamp is first owned, so we can throw him in. We've got Ian Wright. We got Robert Pires. I sold the left mid Robert Pires, so we're going to have to use that one. And we've got Sol Campbell. So we could put him in there. We could put Pires in there. I'll have to convert. Will I have to convert anyone? I will have to convert someone. Unless I play a 4-5-1. 4-5-1 could work. Like that. Mesut Ozil can go in there. I will still have to convert Dennis Bergkamp. But I'm just one goalkeeper, which I might actually have a goalkeeper, and one winger, which I do have the winger as well, funnily enough. I've got Martinelli. I don't have the goalkeeper right now. Whoops, don't want to do that. Want to do that and want to do that. So we've got Martinelli, but it's not the good version, and I don't have the goalkeeper to hand right now. But that's what our first owned Arsenal squad looks like right now, guys. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? And it would be so cool if there was a reason for me to use them outside of, well, I don't even know what. That Schmeichel sold, which is nice. In terms of where this account is, guys, I don't know what to do for today's video. We've got daily objectives, icon swaps online. Icon swaps online here. So we've got the champions, win 5 rivals matches, win 5. I might build a squad. I might just build a squad for some icon swaps. Now we've done Premier League first own squad. We've done League 1 first own squad. So let me have a look then at. Let me have a look at my. Let's build a La Liga first own squad, guys. Let's see what we've got going. So I think I've added a few La Liga players into the team, and obviously I won't be opening any packs today, other than the red player pick. Everything else from this point onwards will be saved for FUT Birthday. So we want to go FO La Liga, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how different this squad is from the last first owner La Liga squad that we built about 8 weeks ago or whatever. So first things first, I just want to go and get on to La Liga, La Liga, and just get in all of the big special cards. So Eden Hazard, so Sergio Ramos is new, Mark Bartra is new, Ødegaard actually might be the first time that we use him. We've got that Eva Banega card as well. So we are going to be putting in a fair old chunk of new players. At least 3 or 4, which is pretty decent. What else we got? We've got Santi Cazorla, we've got Vinicius Jr., Ferland Mendy, Morales. Man, we don't really have too many defenders. I'm going to have to use that Rafael Varane as well. Oh no, we've got a full setup on the back line, haven't we? Yeah, we're in a really good spot. Good spot. I don't even need Blanco because we've got Courtois. So here's how our team's going to line up. Courtois is going to go in goal. We're going to start with Jordi Alba at left back, of course. And we're going to play PK, Ramos, who's going to go into the middle, and Mendy, who's going to go out to the right. We're going to start with them like that. For our midfield, I'm definitely going to use this Eva Banega card now. It would be rude not to. And we're going to have to put Eden Hazard out on that left-hand side. I'm going to play 4-2-2-2 as well. We're going to use Bartra up front, because why not? And we're going to use Vinicius Jr. up front. I'm also going to throw in Ødegaard out there. So the one position that we're missing, actually, is a cam. Sorry, a CDM. I could play Santi Cazorla off chem right there and just play him on 7 chemistry. We'll put the manager in, get the 7 chem. That would be okay. And I'd be okay with that as well. Bartra would be a lot of fun to play with up front. You know, obviously we're not going to... This isn't like a full meta squad. It's not a non-meta squad either. But, you know, we have no Mbappe, no Neymar, no Messi, no Ronaldo, etc., etc. And then in terms of our La Liga setup, we really don't have... like, I'm lacking on La Liga, funnily enough. I guess I haven't really done La Liga much. But, yeah, so here is the squad. And I think for today, guys, I think we're just going to play one game with this team for today's video and start getting prepared for tomorrow's video for FUT Birthday. You know, it's so sad right now that we're in a position with FIFA where there's just not a lot going on. You know, there's not a lot to do. Hopefully FUT Birthday tomorrow is going to give us a ton of engaging content. So that is going to be the squad. Let's get the the tactics set up. So I am going to play, of course, my favoured 4-2-2. We're also going to play pressure on heavy touch. I play balanced on everything now. I changed. I used to play possession and then I tried long ball and stuff. I just find being on balance and being able to control it myself is way better. So Banega is going to swap with Ødegaard, and then Mendy and Ramos are going to swap around. And then for my instructions, we're going to go with Bartra for stay forward and get in behind. Vinicius Jr., stay forward and get in behind. I'm going to try something this game with my cams on stay forward. It's going to leave a massive, massive gap between the cams and the CDMs. But I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to work the ball well enough to just abuse people with 4 attackers constantly up front, and hopefully hit them on some good counters. So for Banega's chem style, I want an anchor or a shadow, depending on which one I have. So I do have one shadow, which is quite nice. Let's see if we have another shadow available. Or sorry, an anchor available. I do. Would I prefer an anchor? I would. So an anchor on him. And then for Ødegaard, I think a Maestro has to be the one for him. Let's apply a Maestro for him. And of course, we've got to put the manager in as well. And then I'm wondering if I should put the training cards on. I should be selling them really and getting the coins for them. But you guys know what I'm like. I'm super lazy with that sort of stuff. So our backline's fine. Our goalkeeper's fine. Our midfield's fine. And then for Bartra, he needs finishing and he needs dribbling. He needs a sniper. No question about it. He needs to get that finishing boost and that dribbling boost. So do we have a sniper? We have 2 snipers. Happy days. Let's pop a sniper on him. Let's go and get our manager in, and then we can have a look at what this squad is going to look like with full chemistry. Everyone should be on 10 chem with that. And let's have a look. So obviously Courtois. Now I saw somebody actually putting something on their goalkeeper to boost kicking. And I wonder if it's worthwhile. You know, let's try it for a game. I'm definitely not the sort of person that cares about goalkeeper chem styles, but reflexes, speed, and kicking. What other chem styles are there? Diving, handling, and kicking. So Courtois. Let's give him wall. Let's give him diving, handling, and kicking. His reflexes and positioning will get no boost, but are already 90 reflexes, 89 positioning. He now goes to 89 kicking, which I don't know how helpful it's going to be, but kicking it out from the goalkeeper's hands has never been something I've been able to attack properly. But now let's try it. So Sergio Ramos at centre-back is going to have insane stats because he's got full chemistry. Ferland Mendy at full-back is still going to have very good stats. PK, a little bit behind the power curve these days, but should still be good enough for us. Jordi Alba is absolutely insane. Santi Cazorla doesn't have the stamina, so will get subbed out at one stage or another, probably for Saul in there. And then Ødegaard looks good, man. Looks good. How many times have we used this card? Once since we got it. What a grind that we went through to get this card, to have used it one time. Just a genuine waste of time. This Banega card we crafted, and this is going to be the first time we're using him. Eden Hazard obviously has been a bit of a treat for us. 153 games on him. Vinicius Jr. we've used as a sub, and he hasn't really done it for us. So hopefully this will be the turnaround for him. And then Bartra coming in. First game for him as well. Another card that I played for that I never really did anything with. We're going to play him up front. We could even drop him down into the defense for Cazorla and then bring on like Toko Akambe or Morales if we needed to. Or we could even start him as a defender. We could play him as a CDM. We could put an anchor chem style on him and play him as our CDM. But I'm going to play him up front because he's a striker, okay? So that, guys, is a squad. Let's get into the game. All right, guys, so as we go into the game, we are currently in Division 3. We're up against a 4-3-1-2 team. What a team that is. Neymar, Mbappe, Firmino, Scream Card, Butragueno, and Prime Moments, Petit, Morales. Very similar backline to me. He's got the headline of Varane in there, and then 2 of the 4 that I've got. It's weird. By this stage last year, I was back down to Division 4 on purpose. We made it up to Division 1. We stayed in Division 1 for a long time. I went back and had a little brief look at some of the videos and stuff. I stayed in Division 1 throughout January and February. And then in March, I dropped myself back down again for objectives. And then objectives stopped being in rivals and went to being in friendlies and stuff and single players. So I went all the way back up to Division 1, and I got to like 2700 skill rating or something like that. You know, I know they changed the division structure as well, but we got to a really high skill rating. This year, not once have I made it to Division 1, and it's mostly by choice. Some of it due to the fact that we're using these squads like we've got here, you know. Not that this is a bad squad. I don't want to take that out of context. I don't think that this is a bad squad by any account. I just don't think it's as good as my opponent's squad. And it'll be interesting to hear your guys' opinions actually on what I have, and takes me back to a discussion that we had with a viewer a few weeks ago, where it's us as people, it's us within this game that decide what meta is or isn't. Go on, Vinicius. Ooh, you know, who says Bartra's not a meta player? You know, just because the social media people that you watch, or oh, that's nice. Oh, that's not so nice. Yeah, or the YouTubers or streamers or whatever that you love to watch say, oh, he's not meta, doesn't actually mean they're not meta. It just means that that person's play style or that person in general doesn't like it. That's going to be that's good D. So who's to say that Benega's not one of just the better, the better players in the game, right? Oh, go on, he's away. Vinicius is not doing so well for me. Oh, that's a good touch from that guy there. That's a cracking tackle. Who's that? PK. Let's go, baby. This is why I wanted 4 men up front, by the way. When I can counter, I should just be able to. No, see, Hazard's just not going to get there now. I wanted that ball inside like I had aimed it. Again, this game, man, you read the play and you just do not get rewarded as per. Yeah, so I personally believe my opponent's squad is better than mine, and it's interesting to know, is this guy playing for an objective, or is he just playing to play? And it's okay for him to be doing both. You know, we've talked about that many times before. But I'm already at a massive disadvantage if he's just playing to play. If he's just playing here to get qualification points for champs, or if he's just playing because he just wants to play some FIFA and doesn't like draft, or champs isn't open. That's the offside. Yep. Or doesn't doesn't want to play squad battles and only really has what we have, then fair enough. You know, people should be able to play FIFA the way they want. That's going to be a goal kick, isn't it? Oh, I can't catch a break here. But I definitely want to make it up to Division 1. But for me to make it up to Division 1, it'll probably be during Team of the Season, when I can pull out all kinds of meta players. Go on, Bartra. Into Erdegaard. And then, oh my God, I've ball rolled the keeper there as well and haven't done anything with it. That's cracking tackle from Benega there. Yeah, you guys get what I'm getting at anyway, don't you? I know you do. Basically, bottom line is I do want to I do want to make it to Division 1 in this game cycle. I want to test myself against the best players, even though I don't particularly like the gameplay at that level. Oh God. I still want to get up there, and that's just going to mean that I'm going to have to eventually put some time in to build my favourite meta squad and start going and playing with it, really. He's just backing off, waiting for my play all the time. And I've got this is my first game of the day, which is no excuse. It's actually my first game in 2.5 days, because obviously I had my baby yesterday. So this is my first game in like 2.5 days, and so I'm not really reading the play as sharply as I should be. And what I am reading is that this guy is just backing off a lot and waiting for the passing angles. There we go, and that should be a goal. It's not, because Vinicius Jr. is not very good. I'll say that. I don't particularly like him all that much. I've not. Go on, Bartra. Oh, has Ter Stegen saved that? Is he pulling his keeper? No, let's just whip this one in. I haven't learnt corners this year either. Last year I had corners on lockdown. What have I got? Benega against Butragueno. He's got a man over. And I've read that, and we've got the ball. All right, it's gonna be another long grind, I think, guys, to try and get our icon swaps tokens. Again, just because of the way this game is set up for it is a bit stupid. I'm gonna just try our best. Oh, we got Hazard away down here. Santi's found him as well. That's foul. No, that's a foul. I've perfectly chopped inside him there. He's pulled, he's like caught Hazard, and the game's just not giving it at all. That's good, D. On an Odegaard. On Odegaard. See that run? There we go. That's nice play. This is where it just gets tricky. You see how many men he's got back? I mean, his play. Look at his petite just walking on the edge of the box there. Come on, Bartra. Let's go, baby. Come on. 1-1. Mark Bartra with the goal. See, I told you guys, man. You don't need him to be a CDM. You need him to be that striker. He was made as a striker, designed as a striker. Let's use him as a striker. That's nice play. Oh, we're just turning this game around straight away. That cross in. Vinicius Jr. is terrible. I can't express it again or enough. But he's super bad. Oh, we've got Odegaard here. Go on, Odegaard. Let's go, baby. 2-1 up. And we've turned this game around with some good FIFA as well. Playing smart. Not rushing, not panicking. Letting this guy just play his way. Letting him stick there with his players down below. And defending quite well. And getting very unlucky with some of the defending as well. Yeah, go on. Don't let him score on a stroke of half time, EA. Nice. All right, lovely. All right, that's good half. Good half. A nice quick turnaround on the second, like late in the second half there. Crazy to say, I think I'm going to bring off Vinicius Jr. He's just not playing very well. Let's bring on Morales for Vinicius Jr. I'm going to keep Bartra up front. He's done well. Odegaard scored a goal as well. So that's now two games with Odegaard since we picked him up. And 2 goals. And it again takes me back to... I made a video on the main channel yesterday where I was talking about the lack of value in any player that's not kind of like forced and perceived meta, or any kind of like unique player like Mark Bartra or something, because there's no reason or nowhere to play with them, right? And so we're in a world where for me to use that Odegaard, I really have to. Oh, here we go. I really have to put him in a full La Liga team, which means I then have to sacrifice some of my other favourite players to be able to use him, which obviously I don't want to do. I want to use the players that I want to use. And so I just end up not using him at all. And that also... Oh, here we go. No, that's about 4 times I've been in positions like that. Yeah, and so we're constantly in a position where we're not able to just use the players that we would love to use because of chemistry requirements. So I would love it if EA would give us, in the weekend league and even in rivals, max chem rules, right? Just give us max chemistry rules. Did I bring on Morales? I did. Yeah, give us max chem rules. And that's literally it. Let me use all of these players that I've worked for all year, you know? Is he going to screw that? He is. And that should be a goal. And that's Ever Banega as well scoring a goal. Let's go, man. Is he going to quit? Go on, give me that dub. Let's go, man. After going 1-0 down, I genuinely was a bit worried there that I'd end up losing the game. We scored with our 3 newbies, Odegaard, Banega, and Mark Bartra. Shots, Vinicius Jr. 1 out of 2, Bartra and Odegaard 2 out of 2, and Banega 1 out of 1. I saw the match stats at half time, and I was a fair chunk in control of the game. Look at that, 7 shots, 6 on target, 57% possession, slightly more tackles, much better shot accuracy, much better pass accuracy than my opponent. I can't even remember how he scored the goal. Yeah, I pulled my centre back out, ball through to Busragueno, and he scores. We then get a save from his Ter Stegen. Yeah, you got to be doing better than that, Bartra. That was Bartra's other shot, that was. And Bartra eventually did score a goal here. Lovely little play back and forth there. The fake shot into the space and a great drilled finish into the back of the net. Vinicius Jr. for my opponent. Oh, no, this is for me. Yeah, this is a 1. I don't know how he hasn't just volleyed this in. Look at that. You can see what I'm trying to do. And look at what he's done. I mean, What is that? What is that? That is horrendous. Fortunately, just a couple minutes later, this guy lazy in defence, sloppy. We got it with Ødegaard, and Ødegaard just smashes that one home. And then to see the final goal, again, my opponent getting lazy and sloppy, actually, with his goalkeeper. We'll wait for this replay to flick through here. That was actually Vinicius Jr. winning the ball, so fair play to him for that. He did get an assist in the game, I suppose, so you can't fault him too much for that. And then Ødegaard slams that one in at the near post, Ter Stegen with no chance. And then the final goal here, again, just as I say, comes from laziness here. My opponent with his goalkeeper. This is what... Look at where my players are. This is the difference between... This is what I can't do if I want to be a great FIFA player in FIFA 20. And I don't particularly care if I can get Elite 1 ever. I don't particularly care if I do get to Division 1 or not. It's something I would like to do, but if I don't, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Because look how I play, right? Look at where my team is. You can see in the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you can see my number 13. I'm not entirely sure who that is. You can see on the edge of my opponent's box, I've got Cazorla and whoever else is there. And then in my opponent's box, I've got 4 players. So 7 of my 10 outfield players are in and around my opponent's box whilst I'm attacking. And that's why I concede so many goals on counters. Because if he actually plays a good ball out here to his guy, I think it's Firmino in between my bottom player and middle player on the edge of the box, he's now just removed 7 players from my team, and he's only got 5 players back behind my own player line. So he's basically got a 4-on-3 or even a 5-on-3 counter attack immediately. And so it really sucks with the way I play. Now, the benefits of playing this way is against lesser players that don't really play too good or whatever. They make mistakes like this guy made where he just rushed, he panicked. He got the ball to Ter Stegen, he sees my players around him and he just thinks, oh God, I've got to get rid. Slams the ball straight into Banega, who shoots and scores to make it 3, and that's where he decided to rage quit. So I was happy with that. Let's see what we got for assists. So, wow, wait, what? Vinicius Jr. didn't get an assist. Oh, no, he did. There it is. Vinicius Jr. and Eva Banega with an assist. So Banega with a goal and an assist on his debut. Ødegaard scores his second goal for the club in as many games. And Mark Bartra scores on his debut as well. And that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.